Broadata Communications, we truly understand how to deliver 4K 60 video signals, starting with our 4K 60 DisplayPort 1.2 transmitter and receiver over fiber. The other product that is very popular from Broadata is our HDMI 2.0 extender with female HDMI inputs and outputs. And when combined with our 4K 60 8x8 switcher that has USB powered, these units now become almost inputs and outputs to that. Another product that's very popular from Broadata is our 12G SDI over fiber, or our mini 3G SDI over fiber. We also have lots and lots of different technologies that complement 4K 60 solutions, just as DAs, distribution amplifiers, audio devices. We also specialize in HD-based heat technology, and we have the latest of technology available to our customers, including individual wall plates, HD-based T distribution solution, perfect for education environments and digital signage alike. And then on top of that, we also have our video over IP solutions. Now, our video over IP solutions come in two different flavors: our 1 gig video over IP and then our uncompressed video over IP solution. Both are perfect for distributing 4K 60 AV signals. Hello everyone, Joshua Sousa here with Broadata Communications, and I get the pleasure of introducing you guys to our uncompressed video over IP solution. And the reason why this is so exciting is because we can distribute limitless 4K 60 signals through a video network. And it's not just video, it's also USB, it's audio, it's so many different signals, including network. And so really, for the first time ever, you can have video infrastructure with network on the same product line, and you don't have to crosstalk on the two. That's a very important feature. And so this is called our 10 gig next gen AV distribution solution. And just to talk about the product real quick, there's HDMI connectivity, DisplayPort connectivity. You can see the fiber optic port there. That is for connecting this product into a network system. It can also be copper, but you also, not only do you get the transportation and the distribution of video signals, control signals, audio and USB signals, but you also get network connectivity throughout the distribution platform as well. And that's very exciting, very important, and that is uninhibited by any of the other signals. Those never cross. So maintaining that security of that network and the integrity of that network connection. Let's take a look at how this technology can be designed and used within a real-world application. Number one, we're looking at a command and control center, and where you have multiple groups working together, you have multiple technologies, everything happening within the same space. And this technology is really perfect for this because it's a single solution, which is important, but it really drives the cost of typically doing something like this. Typically you have like 2 or 3 different systems, very expensive, huge racks of equipment, very, very, very expensive. Now, when it's broken up into a video over IP platform, it is a lot less expensive. And it's also a lot easier to scale. And also you kind of reduce a lot of the failure points that are made up of the system as well, because now you're breaking things apart. It's easier to manage. But we have video wall capabilities. We have multiple imaging capabilities onto a video wall, and that's called image mapping. Just to have that capability, you have to have all this different equipment. We're making it easier for you. And so take a look at some of the imagery functionality within this product. I talked about video wall scaling and mapping. Image mapping is where it can have multiple images go across the video wall. If you look at multi-view, it can have multiple images onto one display, which is really important when sharing data from a lot of users into one system. we can have, of course, single sources going across the different displays. Now, I'm not just talking about a video wall. These sources from computer workstations can be sent anywhere within the network. And so if there's a meeting room and where decisions are being made, that content can be sent to them very quickly, financial information, so on and so forth. We're talking about a command and control environment, right? What's also very important about our product is how much information it provides the team and for managing these endpoints. And so we really provide full analytical information, heat, temperature. All of these things are not accessible, or they are not available for non-video over IP platforms, and that are also very expensive. So not only are we providing this very useful usability data and management data, but we're also less costly compared to our competitors when we're providing this technology. Now let's take a look at some alternative applications, and it may end up being a little bit more exciting applications. This is a beautiful solution using 4K 60 distribution, video distribution for digital signage. Studies have shown that employees and guests alike, their experiences are enhanced with experiential digital signage, with content like this going into a corporate environment. This is going to be really important when we all come back to work, to have experiences like this to really raise and boost the morale of the employees coming back to work, as well as the visitors coming in to take a look at your product or service offerings. One of the coolest applications that 4K video is really doing in our industry today is providing entertainment, or immersive entertainment, or immersive training too. Training is a big one, but entertainment and learning. And so this is a young man. He's in the children's hospital, and studies have shown that playing video games really help to take the mind off of some of the pain that they're having to deal with, some of the stress that they're having to deal with. And this is so great that this technology is being used like this in order to provide these wonderful interactions. And so these are called immersive technologies, and really bringing someone to life into that environment. And 4K is needed for the color, for the brilliance of the color, for the resolution and things like that, and all the different control signals that our product has to offer. And again, sticking around kind of that education and learning, this is a museum, but different applications. This could be in an experience center, in a corporate environment where we're showing off our latest technology to our guests that are coming in, even a training facility, and where we have employees coming in to learn about the different technologies that we offer, the sales staff or the engineering staff or the solution staff, right? But really 4K imagery is really across the mapping and being able to bring in and do these larger frame pictures. It's not so much about the resolution, it's more about the color, the depth, the contrast. All these things really bring these environments to life. Now let's talk about a really important topic, and that's officer training or first responder training, whether it's peace officers, whether it's fire, EMS, and safety. What the imagery with the 4K imagery, you're really, again, bringing more of an immersive environment, more of a realistic environment, and studies have shown that that does something to the brain when you're going through training environments and having these large screens that are only possible with 4K distribution and the color. And we get to identify distractions, we get to train better, train smarter, so that when we deploy our EMS and safety professionals out into the field, they are more equipped, they're used to being distracted, they're not having to train on these things within the first year on the job training. They're not having to train on us, right? But they're able to train in these very safe environments, and they're kind of exposed to all these new distractions that are out there today. One of the most important things is our alliance with NETGEAR. Broadata has an alliance with NETGEAR Business Solutions, with the switching manufacturer, and so we can now provide full training. We can provide full capabilities, design services all in-house from Broadata Communications. So if you have more questions, please visit our exhibitors page for more information on this product, any other applications. You can schedule an in-person meeting, private meeting with one of our sales members, and you can learn more about what we have to offer. I want to say thank you for watching, and my name is Joshua Sousa. I'm the Solutions Engineer at Broadata. Schedule a meeting with me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Hello again, my name is Joshua Sousa, and today we're talking about our 1G video over IP platform and really what makes it so easy to use and what makes it so exciting for our customers and why they keep coming back and using this platform. And number one, we have truly identified what the next generation of audio video distribution of video, audio, and data really is. And we want to share this with you, and we're going to kind of go over first the kind of the old way and then what really makes the new way. And to start off with, this is really what video over, any kind of video system used to look like. You had your transmitters there on the left for your PC sources. You had your switcher and how costly that is. And everything's outside of the box. You have different failure points. You have different things going on. And if I needed to process video, there's something called the processing layer. And then if I needed to extend that out to video walls, out to digital signage solutions, or into my classrooms, and I needed to extend that signal out to the projectors, that's additional equipment resulting in quite costly platforms. And so, what we did is we introduced the next gen of this kind of video distribution platform, and we're utilizing video over IP to do that. And so with a standards-based solution, we now have the extension layers, the video processing layers, the video scaling layers, all of these USB connectivity into one common core box, which really reduces the cost, significantly reduces the chance of things failing and not working right, and just makes installation even easier, makes support even easier. Now this is classrooms, digital signage, meeting spaces, entertainment areas, all of it, and we'll kind of go over that. The next thing that we are going to go over is kind of these core problems, core industry problems that everyone was really dealing with. And so, you can go out there and get very expensive, broadcast quality video over IP solutions that, aren't really needed in my classroom or aren't really needed in my digital signage space. I don't need to spend that much money, right? And so what we've done is we've really solved really 5 core problems, and these core problems is video performance and video switching times, the complexity of setup, number one, or number two rather, the price points, how we design this for scalability and future proofing and all these things that we think about when we're buying a new technology solution. So let's talk about that. So with fast switching, this technology, we have to be able to see images quick. When I want to make a change from one source to another, from one computer to another, it needs to go very quick, it needs to be very fast. The video connection needs to be very reliable, and we've done that. Now with simple and quick setup, we've so simplified the installation process with our automated intelligent software that we've really made it so easy to install. Literally all you do is plug in our equipment, power them on, everything kind of finds each other, and it all lays it out for you. It all comes in line, makes installation, makes support easier. The price points are half the cost of our competitors, so it's like very economically priced, and we're giving you all these features, all this software, all this management for free. And so it's really designed for so many different applications. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Plus with the scaling, with the video capabilities, it's just add these as you go, and so it's scalable, right? I can start small today, but because of video over IP, I can build out my system to be larger and larger as the need goes. So let's get right into a real world application, okay? So this is an entertainment space, and it's very, very large, but it's very important to talk about a space like this because it's not only going to talk about, similar spaces like this, entertainment spaces, but it's also going to talk about how we can kind of steal the ideas of the space and put it into, corporate digital signage, training rooms, you name it, command and control rooms, corporate applications, training centers, right? There's something going on here that's applicable to all applications, okay? And so let's talk about that real quick. So number one, there is video wall configuration going on. There's large screen displays, like really wow, or trying to get media or content to a large number of people at the same time. That's either digital signage, that's either training room environment, that's some sort of lecture hall, right? There's a very large screen. I'm trying to get content to a lot of viewers all at the same time. Now, on the left-hand side where it says additional rooms, I have, additional TVs that need to be connected. I have additional displays throughout my complex. I have, whether it's a courtroom, whether it's digital signage, whether it's a training room, you have my big display in my room, but then I have, other monitors for privacy or that are outside of that room for people who step out and want to still continue to watch houses of worship, right? There's so many different applications all in this one space that I'm showing you. Easy control environments, with our endpoint manager, we can connect into any third-party control system. We can create our own. It's really easy to do that. And then there's in the top right there's something called extended rooms. And so extended rooms are just environments that are really far away from our main core system, and how do we bring that into the system, right? And then we'll show some of the rack mounting capabilities. So let's get into kind of this left-hand side here. But before I do that, on the video wall side, our software has video wall configuration. And so we can take these endpoints and take lower cost displays and set them into video wall configurations and formats. And now we have a very expensive looking video wall, and that's kind of like the biggest wow when someone walks into a lobby or digital signage, or they walk into the training room, huge displays, and those are really cost effective these days to do that. But let's go ahead and talk about this kind of side space here. And this application, it's an entertainment space, and they just have displays showing the games, and over there at the pizza place, they're at the menu board, right? We're sharing information. But in the real world, what we're really providing is our product is PoE powered, and so what that does is it allows the displays to be kind of placed wherever they need to be in the design, and allow video content to flow to that without our product needing additional power. That's really important. And because it's video over IP, these can really move around and scale throughout the complex. It's perfect for wayfinding. It's perfect for digital signage like you see there in the player, or for additional content playing throughout your space, whether it's digital signage, whether it's presentations, so on and so forth, either internally facing for employees or externally facing for guests and visitors. Moving on to another part of this application where there's displays that we can't really see, right? And so Broadata has a complete management platform and endpoint manager that really allows someone virtually to see exactly what's going on, can identify if the network's connected, can identify if the network went down, can trigger responses based on that, can identify the resolution, displays connected, right? There's so many different things because of the video over IP performance that we can really identify, if things are connected and if they're working and if they're not working. Let's take a look at, how to bring in some of these environments that are further away from us, so we're creating even a larger system. So a great example of this would be in either a education environment or some sort of corporate environment, and where I got multiple buildings that I'm bringing in, or I'm sharing content across the network to multiple spaces. And so because of our fiber optic connection, I can actually run do home runs from one location to a really far location, but of course if everything's network connected, I can do that easily anyways. And so, but with the fiber optic platform now that we can home run these, I can go up multiple floors, vertical and horizontal cabling, and I can bring these systems onto one switch if I want to, or I can spread out the network design to include multiple switches, and that's really easy to do. Now in the rack environment, these products look great as well, and so we can mount these either horizontally or vertically as shown here, and I can have multiples of them lined up right next to each other, facing either front ways or back ways. It's really up to you on how you put those into your rack space design. All of those kind of features really creates kind of brings everything together, brings that whole system together, bringing every functionality, every capability, along with the fact that our product can do separate audio routing and things like that. It really takes advantage and brings this whole space to life. Now, our product can be used in other applications like command and control rooms. Because of the USB that's on our units, we can do some sharing of desktops. We can do some desktop sharing, some computer sharing. We even have really cool features and where I don't even have to touch a control system. I can use my keyboard to route the whole video system, and that's called hotkey routing. And so if I'm at my desk, I use my keyboard to go and make that real quick switching. And I can send my content up to the video wall, or I can send it to someone else, right? So it makes collaboration a little bit easier as well. Emergency operations center is the same thing, and so we can, it's the same kind of concept. We have this main big video display that I need to display content to viewers, right? That's kind of the core concept here. I have a video wall, I have display that I need to have content on, and I need to share that to users. But in here, in these spaces, these users need to be able to control what's being seen, and so we allow that control either through third-party control systems with our control API, and with our open API, they can use our endpoint manager to run that control. Someone can be driving that, or they can use their keyboard to enact different routing presets, right? So there are definitely lots of different examples, including digital signage applications and things like that. But these are just a few of the examples. If you want to learn more about our video over IP platform and our next gen video over IP solution, go to our exhibitors page on InfoComm Connect 2020 and schedule a meeting with us. We'd love to talk to you. Again, my name is Joshua Sousa. I'm the Solutions Engineering Manager at Broadata Communications. I look forward to hearing from you soon.